In last class, I explained that is characteristics of business and types of manufacturing industries, and one more question, that is auxiliaries to trade. Today in this class, we are going to learning remaining the 3 questions in the first chapter, that is 4 marks questions. The questions are: explain briefly the 4 objectives of business, and explain the nature or characteristics of business, and last question in 4 marks, that is briefly explain the causes of business risk. Let us learn each question in detail. Here, that fourth question: explain briefly any 4 objectives of business. This topic you can expect for 4 marks, even that 1 marks also. In 1 marks, they may ask, state any 1 objectives of business. You can write it, any 1 objectives of business in the 1 marks. Only the 1 marks, 1 point. For 4 marks, you have to write that 4 points with explanation. Let us learn the objectives of business. Objectives are needed in every area where performance and result affect the survival and prosperity of business. That means, if you are going to start a business, or you are a proprietor, you are going to started a business, you should have some objective. That means the business should have some objective. This objective, it is a very helpful for a business to survival in the market as well as prosperity of a business. Understood? The objectives are needed in every kind of organization, whether it is a small scale or a medium scale or a large scale, but objectives are very important for all kinds of organization. This objective can be classified as economic objective and social objective. What is economic objective? That means economic. Here, the economic word gives that meaning, earning of money, or money in relating to that money, or in relating to the demand or supply, or identifying of consumer taste and preferences. This all the factors will involve in economic objective. And coming to that social objective, this social objective, the business will going to contributing something or some money towards society. This is called social objective. Let us understand, or let us discuss each objective in detail. In economic objective, we have that market standing, innovation, productivity, earning of profit, or profit earning. Market standing. Market standing means it refers to the position of an enterprise in relation to its competitors. That means you are started a business or enterprises, you have to stand a stronger in the market. How it is possible? That means the business has to offer that good quality of goods and services to the customers. If the customers satisfied in the market, they are willing to purchase more products of your brand or your business. In that time, the organization has a chances to earning of more profit, and they can boost up their sales. And also for the company or for the business, they may get ranking in the market. This is called market standing. Market standing refers to the position of an enterprises in relation to its competitors. That means in a market, the same product may offer the different companies or a different business. Among that, if you are offering that a very good quality of product, you may get a position in the market. For example, Patanjali product has offering that n number of products in the market, but the customers, they are preferring only the Patanjali. They have that many factors, maybe that a reasonable cost, a good quality, or maybe that they have that intention of Ayurvedic product. Understood? That is the reason the Patanjali has secured very good name or very good position in among the competitors. It is called market standing. Next, coming to that, innovation. Innovation is the introduction of new ideas, methods in the way of something done or made. That means the business has to not only offering the good quality of products, along with they have to focus on technology. Even the many of the countries, especially for the Germany, they are investing more and more amount in research and development. Even for a best example, metro. Even in a metro, can just see that what kind of the technology they are going to adopt it. Even that a scanning or a sensor system. Understood? Even it is a innovation or new ideas or methods in way something is done or made. Even the innovation, they are the two kinds of innovation in the product or services, and innovation in various skills. That means this all that from that innovation, the business has to supply that good quality of goods and services. Even no business, if they don't have that innovation, they are last position in the market. That is the reason innovation is the most important factor. It will decide it to the company to earning of more profit. Even you can just see that a OnePlus or a Nokia or a Microsoft mobile phones, they are going to issuing that, they are going to offering that more application. The customers is preferring that only the one place. Why? What is the reason? Even if that a quality wise or even if that innovation wise, in way of the technology, they are going to modify. With that, they are offering the very good quality of products to the customers in a way that they are doing that something in the technology. That is the reason they have secured more and more profit. With that, they can increase that sales. It is called innovation. Next, coming to that, productivity. Productivity is ascertained by comparing the value of output with the value of input. That means you are going to measuring the value of the output with the value of input. What is that input and output? Here, that input is a raw material, output is a finished product. If you are suppose you want to produce a sugar or you want to produce a cotton, you have input is 1 kg of cotton and output is a 2 shirts or a 3 shirts. This is called output. This is just example. In this process, the employee or the worker should be focused to reduce the wastages. If you reduce the wastages, it will increases efficiency. Understood? This is called productivity. And also, if you are producing more and more products according to the consumer taste and preferences, the company will get a good name in the market. This is called productivity. And coming to that, earning of profit. Profit is a blood for a human body, like that. Even if that the profit is a blood for the business, without that blood or without the profit, no business can survive. That means one of the main objective of business is to earn the profit. Understood? Because of this profit may help to survive and growth of the business is called earning of profit. And coming to the social objective. Social objective, we have the first one, manager performance and development. The business has to develop that manager, because of the manager will going to motivate it to the employee. With motivating of employee, the production may increase. This production will increases in the sales. If it is increases in the sales, they may get increases in the profit. Understood? That is the reason, for a best example, Infosys company, they are going to focusing that the increases are improving that manager performance, and they are going to helping the development of manager in the way of arranging or conducting various seminar programs to that to help and manager in a way that they are also participating, the manager will going to participating various programs, and they are helping to that employee how to and in which way they have to produce the product. Understood? In a way that this is called manager performance and development. Next one, worker performance and attitude. Here worker performance and attitude, it depends upon that towards productivity. That is the reason the worker performance or attitude, the manager has should be observed. If they those who are very good, they have given the production or productivity, the workers should be get a reward called bonus or a monetary return or a non-monetary return. This is called worker performance and attitude. And last social objective is social responsibility. That means social responsibility is refers to that obligation of business firms to contribute something towards society, or the business has to participate solving the social problems in a country. For a best example, the all of you know that the pandemic situation has came to in India, not only in India, every country, but in India, see that the when at the time of corona, there is no funds to manage the activities to the government, but all the business they are contributed something or some money. For a best example, the Tata company has contributed 1,000+ crore. Even the Infosys company also they have contributed 1,000+ crore. See that the companies they are going to participating in solving the social problem. It is called social responsibility. This is called explain briefly any four objectives of business. Next question, explain the nature and characteristics of business. That means there are the 4 points. First point, business risk arise due to uncertainty. That means the risk is an uncertainty. That means the lack of knowledge or lack of awareness. We don't know that what will happen in future. It is called business risk arise due to uncertainty. For example, natural calamities, changes in demand and prices, changes in government policy, improvement in technology. These all the factors the businessman or a proprietor or a owner, even the business or enterprises cannot be predict what will happen in a future. They cannot expect what will happen in a future. It is called uncertainty. And second point, risk is essential part of every business. That means it is not a matter of only the large scale operation having a more risk. Even the risk is compulsory for any kind of the business. Even does not matter of a small scale or a medium scale or a large scale operation. All the business should have some risk. If the business having that no risk, we cannot call it as a business. Understood? That means even if that the business cannot be minimize this risk or they cannot avoid this risk, but they have that chances or they have that possibility to minimize the risk. Understood? It is not a chance to eliminate the risk. That means we don't have an option to eliminate, we don't have an option to quit the risk. Understood? If you want to quit, you have to close the business. Understood? It is called risk is an essential part of every business. Next one, risk or degree of risk depends upon mainly the nature and size of the business. That means if you have that small business, you are started a small business, you have that risk. What is that risk factor? very less because of you are invested the capital was very less. If you have that large scale operation, what is that result or what is the factor of risk? High risk, because the large scale operation they have invested more amount. That means the risk factor will depends upon that how much you are going to or willing to invest in the company or in the business. It is called degree of risk depends upon mainly the nature and size of the business. And last point in the characteristics or nature of business risk, that is profit is the reward for risk taking. That is no risk no gain is an age old principle. If you are not taking a risk, you are not willing to get a return, whether it is a monetary return or in terms of money. You are not getting anything. If you are not willing to take a risk, you are not eligible to take a monetary return. This is the old principle. Coming to that new principle, what is that? If you are taking a more risk, you are going to willing to take more risk. It is called the modern policy. This is called profit is the reward for risk taking. And last question in the 4 marks, that is first chapter business, trade and commerce. That is explain that briefly the causes of business risk. The causes of business risk can be classified as a 4 causes, namely natural causes, human causes, economic causes and other causes. Let us discuss in detail natural causes. Natural causes, that mean the business or a owner cannot be determined, cannot be expect what will happen in the present or a future. It is called natural causes. What are the natural causes? Like flood, earthquake, lightning, heavy rains, famine, etc. Understood? These all the factors the businessman cannot be expect what will happen in the present or in a future. And also this all that the business cannot be eliminate the risk, and also they can take a precaution to reduce this risk. This is called natural causes. Next one, human causes. Human causes include such as unexpected events like dishonesty, carelessness, negligence of employee. That means the human causes we can easily identify in an organization. Within that organization, this human means our employee, our organization employee or a worker. While they are working in a production department, at that time they may be showing that negligence. While operating the machine, they are showing that negligence. On particular time, it may lead to some accident. Understood? Why? Because of the negligence, even dishonesty. In some employee, they are going to get a more amount from some third party. The employee may sharing that some secret information regarding to that business. Understood? This is called dishonesty. Even if that carelessness, even this all that leads to or may affect to that organization a risk or a loss of a money. It is called human causes. Next one, economic causes. The economic causes includes that uncertainties relating to the demand of goods, competition, price, collection of dues from the customers, changes of technology or method of production, etc. That means economic causes. See that this corona disease may happen. From that, the what is the factor or what is the maybe the factor affecting on the economic. See that even if the fluctuation in changes in prices, even before that corona I'm investing that I'm I'm investing more amount in unnecessary things or unnecessary products, but now I'm investing only that what are the necessary products I want. Understood? Even the competition or a prices, the economic causes may be that if they for a best example tomato, even you can see that different situation or different condition the tomato prices may fall or may be increased. Understood? This is called pricing for the product. Coming to that competition, even if you are offering the same product and that product may offering the different companies, they have that more companies in a market, this may leads to competition. Among that, someone may lose and someone may be gain in the market. This all that factors may be economic causes. And coming to that other causes, maybe that another causes, the main factor is political systems or political disturbances. Even when that the political party has been changes some rules and regulation in the country, that rules and regulation may affect that to the business. From that business may lose something money or some changes in the demand from the market. These all are called causes of business risk. And coming to that practical oriented question, this practical oriented question is based on that application or how much you are understand that topic in a practical way. This is called practical oriented question. Understood? Even when you are talking with a friend, they have that a word of think practically, that means think in a as usual in a society. Understood? In this chapter, the practical oriented question is, as the owner of business unit, what are the risks you are facing running it? That means if you are running in a business, what are the risks maybe you are going to facing? They have a different risk, you can face it. Here I have given the 10 risk or 10 causes or 10 different factor of risk. First one, natural cause. Second one, human cause. Third one, economic cause. Fourth one, pure risk. Internal risk. Consumer taste and preferences risk. Lack of market information risk. Government policy risk. Technological changes risk. Speculative risk. These all that answer for that practical oriented question in the examination can write it any 5 points, which leads to 5 marks. That means each point for 1 marks in the examination. With this, the first chapter has been completed. Now time to tell that motivational story. ಒಂದು ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಶ್ರಮ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಶ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಇದ್ದರು. ಆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರು ಬಂದಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಇದರಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ದಾರಿಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಯಾರು ಕೆಟ್ಟವರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ದಾರಿಗೆ ತರ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಈ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನಗಳ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಈ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗೆ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸು ತುಂಬ ಆದರು. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಆಶ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಈ ಆಶ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ನ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದರು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಲಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರು ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದಿರು ತುಂಬ ಶಾಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಮ್ಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಹಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ನ ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದಿರು ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹಾರ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ರಿಗಿನ್ನ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಜಗಳ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಟೊಮೊಟೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಹಾರ್ಟು ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ, ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ರಿಯಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತು ಯಾರು ರೀಲು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಈ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದಿರು ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹಾರ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಯಾರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನೂ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಾನು ನಾಳೆ ದಿನ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದಿರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾನು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಯಾರು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಯಾರು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದಿರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದು 100-200 ಜನ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೈಕಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಐಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇದೇನಾದರೂ ಆದರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಬಲೂನನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ರೆಡ್ ಬಲೂನನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಮೇಲೆಯಿಂದ ಆ ರೆಡ್ ಬಲೂನನ್ನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬಲೂನು ಯಾರನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೋ ಅಂಥವರು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರು ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಶಾಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಭಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೋ ಅಂತ. ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರು ಬಲೂನನ್ನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಒಬ್ಬರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಹಾಗೆ ಉಫ್ ಅಂತ ಊದ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಉಫ್ ಅಂತ ಊದ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಷ್ಯಂದರು ಕೂಡ ಉಫ್ 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 ಅಂತ ಊದಿ ಬಲೂನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗದೆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರು ಸಾಯ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇದ್ದೀವೋ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರನೂ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ನ ಕೊಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ನ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.